Good morning and welcome to Unhitched, Not Unhinged. If you don't know already, I have a farm in North Florida and we had our first baby horse born yesterday. And his name is, I think it's going to be Creed. He is from my family's ranch, the ranch I grew up on, that I thought we had lost all the bloodlines, but no, we have a fresh new baby with him. And it got me to thinking, well, when's the last time maybe some people have done a check-in on their creed or the creeds surrounding them that they might be participating in and not aware of? And then I thought, let me define it, because when people hear creed, they think of that boxing movie or they think of the band. It's a lot more than that. It's a formal and concise summary of the core beliefs and doctrines of a faith tradition. It serves as a guiding statement of faith for a religious community. That's what we are here, guys. We're a community. So comment, because I want opinions. Often used in public worship, rituals, or initiation rites to summarize foundational tenets. So think of it like if you played by the pool when you were a kid, right? The pool's creed is going to be the pool rules. Don't pee in the water. It's like number one next to godliness. So it's your set boundaries and standards, your willingness to compromise, your willingness not to. And for me, it's a barometer of your valor, your self-worth, and sorry, I painted all night. Your ethics, your work ethics, it defines you. It is a blueprint. So the Bible would definitely be considered a creed. The commandments, for sure, that's a creed. So you set your own, and hopefully this little baby will come around the corner. But I wanted to start with that because it kind of dials into something that we were reviewing in church. It's Vacation Bible School week for my girls at my church, and at night, it's been really cool. I never expected this, but we've had the adults stay and have a Bible class. We learn some of the lesson that they have, and then it expands, of course. And one of the things was being prepared to defend your faith against people that want to conflict it, and some of those people being educated and coming at you with arguments. And I thought really hard and heavy, and I have, of course, a whole thing on that. However, you're much less likely to actually come across that than you are to feel the move and the shift in your inner circle, or in your close group of friends, or even in your not that close group of friends to where you're comfortable enough talking about it throughout your journey. You're going to have more of that. And it's not going to be a conflict. It's going to be a slow or sudden tapering off, because your strength and faith now make them uncomfortable. I personally think that sometimes people choose to act like they don't get it because they're not willing to get it. I'll say that again. They act like they don't get it because they're not willing to do what it takes to get it. If you've dated before, you understand that too. Obedience is uncomfortable, and all people hear is sacrifice. And I will give an example of when I lost my job last summer. I was working at a goat farm, and I went from a high-paying corporate executive position in healthcare to shoveling goat poop for nothing. And I put my AirPods in, and I don't know how this happened, but I landed on a modern Christian music, like today's music. And I was like, this thumps. Like, this feels like my workout playlist. This is amazing. How did I find this? I don't even know. And I have not returned to secular music since then. There's very few songs that have come out since July of 25 that I know, because I just don't listen to it. And I noticed immediately within the first week, like, my spirit felt lighter. Like, I just felt lighter. I stopped, and that kind of had a trickle effect, because then I stopped really watching things that are just what used to be mindless entertainment now became background noise that affected me, or the background noise that I felt like could affect me and my children. So that got slowly tapered down. And so then that in a natural way of separating from friends, I no longer have a cultural reference to talk about what they want to talk about, right? I'm not experiencing it. I don't want to experience it, and that's okay. But on the other flip side, they now assume that they have to cut that out of their life to be with me. That's not true. I quit drinking over a year ago. Nobody decided they wanted to stop drinking around me, but it's because of that. Even though they might call me less for a party, I'm tons of fun sober. I need no additives, but whatever. That's a different tangent. So it just they got me thinking how delineating and discerning it can be once you start making little changes about what you're willing to put on your creed. Say it again. You are deciding what is on your creed. How much character is on it? And how much wiggle room? Because if you got a lot of wiggle room on your creed, maybe it's just you're not for me in my circle, but if you set a standard, it should be one that you aspire to, not one that's unattainable. You're never going to be Jesus. But you should aspire for better than you can do without effort. You know, like if you're taking a kindergarten math in 3rd grade, that A+ shouldn't feel very good. It should feel very like lame win, you know, or winning because the other team didn't show up. I don't know. It just got me thinking. It got me down a couple rabbit holes, and there's some scriptures to support it. I looked them up to, you know, give you guys something to do a deep dive on. But the one that really made the most sense and that we've spoken about in church recently is John 15:18. And it's, if the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. Jesus modeled and predicted that following him would cost viewers their popularity. Followers, viewers. So the other one is that's actually the perfect one. I'm not even going to read the other one. That's it. John 18. What did I say? 15:18. Sorry. Tired. So think about it. What is on your creed? Do you think that it's going to level up the people around you? And are you strong enough to have those conversations with the people you love and either bring them closer to faith or be prepared to lose them? I've had to lose a lot of people that I cherished very much, that played a big role in, especially in my divorce, my separation, in my survival. It's me and my girls out here on the farm. Oh, Thor, you scared me. But ultimately, we couldn't come into an agreement on certain stuff, and it wasn't a battle. We didn't have a conflicting discussion. It just slowly tapered off of, like, I just don't like doing what you're doing. It's not fun for me. So, curious on what you've experienced, or if you haven't made the leap of starting to make those little changes. Curious if you're going to try. Okay, bye.